Maybe we just need an army of 9-year-olds to go outside the EU in Brussels, and then we'll basically be good. Maybe this is the way, guys. Maybe we just need an army of 9-year-olds to go and attack the EU. I mean, I'm not advocating any violence here. I'm just saying, if 9-year-olds did something, they can't really clap back at 9-year-olds because they're children. So maybe this is a way to get them, you know? Maybe this is it. I've done it! We need a 9-year-old army to attack Brussels.
Meanwhile,
Not gonna lie, I've had a pretty long day. I have. It's been arduous. Treacherous, even. I mean, my hair the wind has just got to it. I mean, it's actually a mess. You know what? I just go get a hat. Ugh. Yep. Much safer. Much safer like this. Okay, if I keep banging into shit. There we go. So I have a hat now. Am I allowed to wear this hat in a video? I mean, it has like Nintendo on the front of it. Is that copyrighted? Am I not allowed to wear this hat now because it has Nintendo on it, even though it's been licensed? I don't get how shit works anymore. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't gonna make this video for a long time. I was like, you know, I'm just putting it off. Today, you know what? I'm in a mood. I'm just gonna fucking make it. And it's specifically about Article 13. Now, most of you will probably be aware of this. YouTube have really been pushing this on the platform recently just because, well, it will basically kill YouTube for all intensive purposes. And if it does go through in the EU, it's basically carnage for the rest of the world because then it will just get implemented in other parts. It's actually funny because this is the thing which is the straw that's broken the camel's back for me. Because personally, I was a pretty ardent Remainer. I voted Remain. I believed in Remain. I didn't want Brexit to happen. But when the vote went through and we lost, you know, the people who lost, we got less than 50% of the vote. It's democracy. It's the rule of law. We have to leave the EU. Fine. It is what it is. But it was reluctant, you know. It was like, well, it sort of has to happen now because it would be shitty and it would basically destroy our democracy overall if we don't leave. Now, I'm a Brexiteer. You know, I'm a leaver. You've done it. You've only gone and done it, the EU, all right? You've gone and done it. But the truth of the matter is, even if we'd remained in the EU and we voted Remain, I would still be standing up for this probably even more vehemently than I am right now because it definitely would have affected us. This could potentially not affect us in the UK if we do leave now, but it will still affect the people who can see our videos. Because to be honest, I like my memes. I like my reaction videos. I like parodies. I love YouTube. And the fact that YouTube could be sort of broken apart and the internet itself in Europe could be decimated because of something like this, it just shows how much power the EU actually has over the UK and over Europe as a whole. And that is not a good thing. I've come to realize this. Yeah, that's not good. You notice things when it affects things you like, something I like. I don't want my internet to be fucked up. It's like the whole thing about the American guy who was all about privatizing the internet. Oh yeah, I don't like that either. I don't like that. I mean, you can pay for faster internet, yeah, but why don't we just let everyone have decent internet and then everyone's fine? I don't like this type of fast lane internet service. I don't like that. But this, in my opinion, might be even worse than that because it just restricts people straight away from accessing and using YouTube. I wouldn't be able to make half the videos I make. Well, I'd have to make my own music. I'd have to sound mix my own music just to put in the videos for background music. I wouldn't be able to use the music I do right now. I think that everyone needs to take a second here and actually realize, I think if there's any creator, big or small, I don't care. I think we could actually do something here that could have a substantial and crucial effect on the way this article could be voted. So hit me up if you do. Anyone, big, small, you could have 500 subscribers, 100,000. I don't know what we can do, but I guess we are stronger literally in a pack. That was a couple of days ago. Man brings up good points, you know, he does bring up good points. But that was a couple of days ago. I was just in my car. I heard something on the radio about it and I just got on my phone. I was like, why is this wrong? Why is this stupid? Because it will literally take away the power from the individual. Like, this is some Orwellian shit. And I'm not taking that word lightly. People in charge of these major entertainment companies, media companies, are pushing something like this. I understand the point of view of the musician or the film studio or anything like that. They don't want their stuff to be wrongly used. They don't want it to be put out there in the wrong light. But I think something like that leads them to be able to have creative control over everyone's opinions. Because if a reviewer reviews their film badly, they'll just be like, no, 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 you can't put that out there because you're reviewing something that we made. I don't know what the extent of this is because the language used in the Article 13 document is so vague. It's not clear at all. I believe the words used are in good faith. And trust me, that's not good. Me personally, I have never, ever made a penny off of YouTube. I've never monetized one video because I'm literally doing YouTube for fun because I have found editing videos enjoyable and just being on camera interesting, and it has improved me as a person so much. But the fact, my voice just went so badly there, it's still not really recovered, but the fact that me 3.5 years ago, I mean, I don't know where I would be if I hadn't started making YouTube videos. I really don't. I don't know what I would be, where I would be, physically, you know, actually, if I'd be 6 feet under the ground. And if a ruling comes in like this, you know, I just think that you need to be fair. And I understand from the creative standpoint of musicians, they need to protect their own IP, and I get that. But I don't see why me making a reaction video, potentially promoting your stuff, me not claiming money off it, you taking all the revenue, which I'm fine with, because obviously I understand it isn't my content overall. It's not. It's your content and my content together. That's what a reaction video is. It can't be one without the other. But the fact is, stuff like reviews could be destroyed because of this. Memes, like I said in there, memes. You won't be able to make covers. I mean, parody laws are already flimsy enough as they are. We don't need them any weaker. But will it affect my videos? Because I don't monetize my videos. If I did, and they claim that, I understand. But I don't even monetize them. So why should I be affected? Because I'm not actually claiming your money. Yes, I might be using your content if you deem it as that. The truth of the matter is, half the stuff in the world wouldn't be as big as it was if it wasn't for YouTube, alright? Or for Twitter, or for Instagram. That is literally the heart and soul of the world nowadays. It is. I actually remember Kevin Hart talking about something. It was when he did one of his first films, and it flopped at the box office. It made like no money, you know, it failed. But even though it bombed completely, it made Kevin Hart the Kevin Hart we know today because it made him a star. Why did it make him a star? Because the movie was ripped. There were fake copies all over the place, and everyone saw this film because it was ripped. Yes, they stole the film, but it made that guy a star. My point is, you might say, what's the relevancy to this? You can't just paint everything with such a broad brush, and this thing isn't a one-size-fits-all. As with that Kevin Hart scenario, yes, the film bombed. Yes, there were problems because people stole the film, but at the same time, the film had another lease of life because of that. And because of that, we have the Kevin Hart we know today. Maybe he would have been just as successful if that hadn't happened, but maybe he wouldn't have been. And I don't know if that's a comparison at all for people to see. I see it as one that just struck me when I heard the Kevin Hart thing. Honestly, the internet is like a safe haven for people, alright? It really is. People release themselves on the internet. That could be taken in so many disgusting ways and also bad ways, so no. But, yeah, people literally find a new lease of life with themselves on the internet. And something like this could really destroy that. But the fact that you could potentially not even use images because they are copyrighted images is just ridiculous. It's pure protectionism from people. The people at the top are literally using this as a way to say, we don't want anyone to be able to counter us. We don't want anyone to be able to have a voice, basically. That's what this is about. I don't know everything about this. It's not something which I've actually looked into. I definitely will over the next couple of weeks. But I look at the document and I'm just like, I don't want to read you, you demon. I don't want to read you. And if this thing does come through, like, there's no fault on YouTube at all. They're having to do and abide by the law that is there for them. Otherwise, if they allow the content to go up, they will get basically sued. YouTube will have thousands and thousands of lawsuits. Basically, if you don't know, YouTube have, in America specifically, because they are probably one of the freest countries in the world, there's this thing called the Safe Harbor Act, and essentially it protects YouTube from getting sued because someone puts something up on their site which has copyrighted content in it. Because they're saying, we're just the hoster. If someone's done something wrong, it's not our fault, it's the individual's fault. So YouTube basically takes down the video for the copyright claimer, and then everything's chill. But that's essentially what they're trying to change now. They're trying to say, we want to sue the video hosting site or the image hosting site if there's copyrighted content. And it's not just YouTube that's being affected here. It'll be Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. People still use that, I guess. Giphy, whatever you want to say. Reddit. I read Reddit even, because Reddit is full of memes. I just feel like shit. And I do feel this is something which no one is talking about for some reason. And I don't know why no one is talking about it, because it will severely affect everyone in Europe. Maybe China is a better place. This is pure authoritarianism. My point is, everyone should have a voice, okay? And this thing doesn't allow that. There are so many things which will just get mucked up because this. There'll be thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people in the UK. Maybe even hundreds of thousands of people across Europe who will lose their jobs because of this particular legislation. The idea of the EU, we want more jobs for everyone. Well, you do this, you're literally going to be cutting their legs out from under the internet economy. You will be doing so much damage to people and to companies overall. I just think it's wrong. I do think it's wrong. And obviously I'm personally affected by this because it could affect me making videos in the future. But me individually, I want YouTube to be there as a platform for everyone to use everywhere in the world, because it is such a great place to learn. I've learned so much on YouTube because of educational videos, information videos, and for just goddamn fun. And some of that stuff could just be gone in the blink of an eye. There's the hashtag save your internet, save our internet, save the fucking world. I don't know, all right? Just someone needs to do something. I don't know who the person is, but maybe we need like Philip DeFranco, MatPack, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye. We need like all these people to come together and be like, no EU, we stop you. I don't know. I don't know what the key is. I don't know what the perfect formula is. Maybe we need good old Susan to pop in there as well with them. A team of them. It's like an army of 9-year-olds. Maybe we just need an army of 9-year-olds to go outside the EU in Brussels, and then we'll basically be good. Maybe this is the way, guys. Maybe we just need an army of 9-year-olds to go and attack the EU. I mean, I'm not advocating any violence here. I'm just saying, if 9-year-olds did something, they can't really clap back at 9-year-olds because they're children. So maybe this is a way to get them, you know? Maybe this is it. I've done it. We need a 9-year-old army to attack Brussels. I'm gonna get screwed over for that one day. I know I am. I don't really know what else to say. I've just been jabbering on. I don't know how this is cut together. I really don't. Yeah. You know what? I'll see you next time. That's about it. Skadoosh.